No. Yeah. So I had a conversation earlier with a guy. I'm agnostic. I used to be Christian.
Yeah.
Christian and Islam. More about it.
Second, you?
I wanted to know more.
Islam, okay, alhamdulillah. So what is Islam? Islam, definition of Islam is to submit to your creator. Okay? So to submit to creator according to his will. You know? So for example, we believe at the time of Jesus, if I was alive at the time of Jesus, to be a follower of God and to worship God correctly by following Jesus' teaching.
But I stopped being a Christian because I stopped believing in God, so I want to know why I should believe.
You don't believe there's a...
I believe I'm agnostic, so I believe maybe there is, but I don't see how you could say, yes, there's definitely a God.
No, as a Muslim, I can establish that rationally, that every human being is born to believe there's a creator. No doubt about that. Okay, for example, now in the Quran, Allah mentioned a rational way why there is a creator. So Allah said the verse هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا إنا خلقنا الإنسان من نطفة أمشاج نبتليه فجعلناه سميعا بصيرا. The meaning of the verse is there another time for the human being, for you and all of us to think there was once upon a time. You're not even a word of mentioning. You want nothing. Now you have hearing and sight. Either you were created by a blind matter or you have a creator. Which one is the rational?
I see this because I was talking about this exact same thing before with him. I didn't see why the only option is that I was either created, like spawned out of nothing, or there's a creator. I don't see why I had to be created. So I was born through biology, right?
No, your father and your mother never gave you life.
Why?
Okay, I can give you an example. When you die, may Allah forbid, if you do die today,
right?
They can give you life again.
That's because it was a random sperm cell and an egg cell that met. They cannot recreate that same sperm cell, that same egg cell.
So who gave you life? Who gave you life?
Random.
How? Random is an action. Random is an action. It's not random. Your father and your mother, they were walking the street and they had intercourse. They decided to have intercourse. It's not random then.
Sure. But the fact that it's me and not somebody else, that's purely by chance. It could have been any one of those sperm cells interacting with that egg cell. Just happened to be that one that made me. That's why I can't be resurrected again afterwards.
No, but what I'm saying, okay, the sperm, those sperm, yeah, it's not random because it was what decide which one of them is going to plant in the womb of the woman, yeah. My point here is that sperm, how that sperm became you.
That's it.
Huh?
Became a fetus.
Yeah, how it became you? Like you have hearing, sight.
So you're saying that it was
the creator.
It had to be a God.
No, the creator. You know, it's a rational, logical way. Either there's a creator or there's no creator. I mean, look, this universe is programmed. Okay, organized. Okay, either there's a blind matter that created this universe and organized and programmed it, or a creator.
Why could the universe have not always existed? You say so, the creator, right? The creator's always existed, yes?
The creator always existed, yeah.
Why can the universe not have always existed?
Brother, you know deep down that's not true.
No, but this is the thing. This is what I want to know the answer to.
Yeah, but what we say to you, look, we should not be... see what's happening now. Because this is one of the Western side, because the Western is based upon Greek philosophy. And the Greek philosophy is based upon skepticism. So instead of dealing with what we know by necessity, we start just bringing why this, why that. I'll give you proof the universe is not eternal and never exists all the time. When you say universe always existed, what do you mean by that? Are you part of the universe?
Yes.
Did you always exist? You never exist.
But I'm not the universe.
Yeah, but you are part of the universe. Okay, so which part of the universe always existed?
The universe itself. I'm not saying it did always exist, but I'm saying how do you know that it didn't?
Because rational, we can see there's things coming.
I don't think that you can. I don't understand how you can say that it's rational to assume that the universe is finite. It's rational to assume that the universe might be finite, but I also think it's rational to assume that the universe might be infinite.
No, it's not.
Those two things in my mind are as rational as each other.
No, it's not rational. How?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you exist all the time? All of us here, we don't exist all the time. Okay?
Okay, but the atoms that we are made of, how do you know they didn't exist all the time?
Okay, the atom can create. The atom create the creation like this.
Well, atoms come together to make something. Yeah.
So the atom can create the creation.
The atom isn't sentient. The atom doesn't think I'm going to create a human.
Yeah.
We are made of atoms. I'm made of atoms. You're made of atoms.
I understand that.
Made of atoms.
Is the ground made of atom?
Everything's made of atoms.
Can this ground create human being like you?
No.
But it's made the same atom of you.
Yeah, but the ground's not, yeah, I know what you're saying, the ground's not central.
So we can
the
see that,
ground's not
what we say
central,
to you, brother, look.
I'm saying, how do you know that the atoms have not been around?
It's a rational, logical way. The atom cannot create its creation, must have a creator, the atom. Doesn't mean because it's made, we are made of atom, okay, there's no problem with that, but the atom is not the creator. We are created from the atom. The created thing cannot be creator. It's like you telling me the phone was created by itself. Does the phone has atom?
But so again, there's conflicting, because I know in Islam the universe has not been around as long as I would say it is, right? I forgot the exact amount.
13 billion years or something like that. That's nonsense.
Why?
Prove that to me.
Because I'm saying in that amount of time, right? Think about how big the universe is and how long the universe has been around for, and the amount of randomness that goes on. Eventually, in my mind, it makes sense that it comes together to form. It organizes itself.
That's not true, bro. So you're telling me for billion years, with this ground can create someone like you speak and have conversation.
The ground doesn't create me. I don't come from the ground.
So where do you come from? It's atom.
No, I don't come from the soul. It's evolution.
Evolution's after. Evolution doesn't explain the universe. Evolution explains species.
You're asking for the origin of life. I don't know the origin of life.
So that's
I can't say I'm atheist.
That's life has original. That's a life has original. Origin of life. So life has beginning.
Yeah.
So it's not eternal then, it has beginning.
I didn't say life was eternal. I said, how do you know the universe is eternal?
Because I give you a proof. I'm giving you proof that we can see things coming into existence before that.
Yeah,
and it's part of the universe.
We live on a very short scale. We live for, say, like a human who lives a very long time lives for about 100 years. I know you don't believe it, but I believe that the universe has been around for billions and billions.
Prove that to me.
Prove me wrong.
No, you're making claims, don't even prove me wrong.
No, it's not that. I'm saying, like, I don't know that it's true, but I assume it because that's what science tells me.
Yeah, but science.
Why would I take any opinion other than that?
So you're a blind follower of science?
Huh?
You're a blind follower of science?
I'm not blind follower of it.
Okay, what is the proof that science, what it says is true? Because blind follower means someone following something without any proof. So give me proof that this universe existed for 13 billion years.
The way they calculated it by they observed the galaxies moving away from us. They observed the speed at which the galaxies were moving.
That's not proof, that's explanation.
No, they calculated, so you know the Big Bang, right? I know the thing is it's hard to argue because we have different beliefs.
No, it's not, I'm just asking you, tell me.
No,
I'm asking you to prove that to me.
So the universe is expanding, right?
But that's what they claim, I don't know about that.
They claim that the universe is expanding. I say, so they see the universe expanding with the telescopes. I'm not going to say, no they don't, okay? I'm a blind follower of that.
You're a blind follower?
Of that, yeah, because I don't see a reason to say, no, that's wrong.
So you're blind following science, basically?
Yes and no. I see a group of scientists, they have a telescope, they see galaxies moving away from us. I'm not going to say, no, I don't believe you for no reason.
That's an explanation, that's not a proof.
No, so the way that they explained it, the way that they proved the age of the universe, and they could be wrong, I'm not saying they're right, for sure.
Yeah, so that was
so that's why I'm agnostic. So
brother, you keep telling me I'm agnostic, but you're more atheist than agnostic, you know.
I am more atheist than atheist.
Yeah, because...
No, I'm more atheist than theist.
To be honest, brother, I'll tell you, deep down, you know that is nonsense what you're saying. I'll tell you that. I have respect, you know, deep down. You no way that you walk in the street and you think, you know what, this beautiful creation, this well-organized creation, as a human beings, we can see we've been created. We have a nose next to our mouth. Why? If we smell food, eyebrows above your eyes. Why? Because sweat contains salt. If it keeps going to eyes, you damage it. So you're protected. So you can see there's a purpose behind our creation. Everything has a purpose.
Everything within us, but I also think that can all be explained through things like evolution.
No, but again, we're going to evolution. Yeah. Evolution does not explain.
It doesn't explain the origin of life.
Right? Yeah, it's about species. Yeah, even that is not well proven. It's just nonsense as well. My point here is that as a human being, okay, you can see this universe is programmed, correct? Organized.
It's organized.
Can a blind matter organize something like this beautifully? Actually, yeah, be honest. Which was more complicated, the phone or this universe?
This universe.
Okay, can the phone, if I say the phone was created by a rock, would you accept that?
No, of course not.
No. Remember, you haven't seen the person who made the phone.
But I'm saying...
I'm going to show you something. You haven't seen the person who made the phone. You haven't seen him. That's called unseen. Yes? But we can know about the maker of the phone. We can know something about his some of his attributes.
He has knowledge.
He has knowledge. Okay, is it possible that was created by a rock? Huh? Okay, a rock has what? Has energy. Yeah, has atoms.
Yeah.
Okay, is the same atoms that you have?
No, not the same, but yes.
Okay, this phone was created by a child that is 2 years old.
No.
Okay, he's created the same atom as you. He has the same atom as you, yeah? And he has power. He has a little knowledge, but doesn't qualify him to create a phone. But analyzing, yeah? Which one is more complicated, more sophisticated, well designed? The phone or you? So you telling me phone is a creator, but you need nuclear creator?
Yeah, but a phone was
Wallahi, you know it's not true.
But a phone was created like this, right? A phone was created instantly. I don't believe humans were created instantly. That's why I keep talking about evolution, because humans evolved slowly, right? We weren't instantly, it wasn't like there was a cell and then it became a human. That's obviously impossible.
I understand you're saying because of billion years.
So the phone, we had metal, we made the phone was made like this.
Okay, is it possible billion years the something can create a phone? You know,
But it's different from human beings.
huh?
What about humans?
What about humans? It's more
Humans
complicated.
live, because humans
Come
are
on,
alive,
right?
humans live. Humans, we have evolved for a purpose, right? We evolved.
Prove to me we evolved. Prove to me evolution. Do you know scientific method? Scientific method is collection of data based upon observation through experimentation. It has to be repeatable. Yes? Then you come to a conclusion. So it has to be observable. There's difference between a proof and explanation of proof. For example, if I see my brother Jamal bleeding, either say you stabbed him or he was running and he dropped. Yes? If I say you stabbed him because he's bleeding and blood, you can stab someone and stop bleeding, correct? That's not proof that you stabbed him. This is my explanation. So you have differentiation with scientists. You know what science that they do? They're not telling you the proof. They are explaining something.
But the way, so
That's why when the first.
But what we do with the scientific theories,
Yeah, no.
a lot of theories, and then you go with what you think seems the most rational, and then if you can disprove that, then you change the theory.
No.
That's how we find things out.
No, the scientists in our time, they will try to utilize any theory for the sake of rejecting God. Because they know deep down, if there is God, they know there is God, by the way, but they know they have to submit to Him. And they're too arrogant to submit to God and follow His teaching. So they will look for anything to justify their rejection of God, to comfort their soul. Because like I said, brother, you know deep down that it's impossible, illogical, irrational, billion years out of nowhere, because universe existed, will have beautiful phone or something, let alone this beautiful creation, well-designed creation. That's why Allah always utilizes intellectual proofs in the Quran to tell us think. That, for example, Allah said, will they create by nothing, or did they create themselves? Let me ask you this question. Is it possible for non-existent to create something?
Is it possible for non-existent?
For non-existent to create something?
Something out of nothing, no.
It's impossible, non-existent. Yeah, to create something, yeah? So therefore, this, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَمْ خُلِقُوا مِنْ غَيْرِ شَيْءٍ أَمْ هُمُ الْخَالِقُونَ. Will they create by nothing? By the way, Allah is not asking the question here. Allah is rebuking those who try to reject there is God. It is the most silly thing to say, this well-designed, beautiful creation, you and us and everything here, was created by nothing. We must have a creator who is more powerful. You know? Like you can see, everything has a purpose.
Everything has a purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so say on Earth, right? Earth has the perfect environment to foster life. Okay?
Has what?
To foster life. Earth, this planet
Yeah.
has got the perfect conditions for people to be alive on this planet. Yeah?
Who put that? Who put that? Who put that perfect condition?
No. So wait, let me finish. So say other planets.
Huh?
Right?
So I thought you said something.
So say like other planets like Mars, Venus, Jupiter, they have no life, yeah?
I don't know about that. That's what they claim. You are following cosmologists. Cosmologists, a lot of it is just assumptions. So what you do, look, you follow an assumption, but which is more rational, logical. You try to turn away from it, because I believe you're not turning away from it because it's not rational. There's something else.
But I personally think that you, and I mean this in a respectful way.
No, bro. Say whatever you like. Don't worry.
I think
I don't take it to heart.
religion in general, not just Islam,
Yeah.
all religions. I think they're a way of explaining what we don't understand, and they're a very easy explanation for it.
Well, the God of the gap. God of the gap. There's something called God of the gap, meaning that because you cannot explain it, so because there's a gap, so say God.
Yeah, yes.
No, that's not true, because you have that in your science. You can explain it, science of the gap. Science.
No, science does do the same thing. So say
No, but I'm not explaining, because I'm showing you something rational, logical. I'm going to tell you something. Give me an example. Now, because what we know, generally what we know, if we see something programmed, organized, well-designed, must have a creator. Do you agree with that? What we know.
No, I don't, because if I were to agree with that, then I'd have to agree with your point.
No, give me an example of something we don't disagree with. Something that you can prove to me is well designed, created, programmed, has no creator.
world, the trees, us.
No, that's what you claim. No.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying.
You're asking me to point to a man-made object and say it has no creator. Every man-made object that is well designed has a creator.
But
everything not man-made, in your mind, would be made by Allah. In my mind, I can't say it has a creator. Well, no, I don't say it has a creator. So I can't point to anything.
So why is he who created it?
I don't believe it was created by someone, and I don't see.
Okay, by something.
No, I believe that things can come into existence. Like, say people, right? People are much more complex than a rock.
No, but before that, what do you mean come to existence? What do you mean? Okay, come to exist means did not exist.
You see how earlier you said a phone, billions of years, a phone will never come into existence, right?
Yeah.
That's because a phone has it's not animated, it's not living. A phone is inanimate, right? Mountains and rocks are not as complex as humans. The reason we're so complex is because we're alive. That's why I believe that we can evolve, because humans and animals in general, right?
That's what you're claiming, brother. I'm asking you, we evolved to where? We evolved, yeah? You agree with that? So there's starting point. What is that starting point?
So science dictates that the starting point is a single-celled organism. I don't know where that came from. I know you're going to say who made the single-celled organism. I don't know.
You see, you just told you what the Quran mentioned about you. Allah mentioned something about you. What you just did, what Allah mentioned in the Quran, they have no certainty, just assumption.
No, I know we have no certainty, but
that's it. That's Allah mentioned in the Quran 1,400 years ago.
I don't think that it's right to say that you're certain about anything. I don't think that's a good way to find out new things. You can't say, oh, I'm certain about.
No, I'm certain because it's rational. If it's their starting point either that something is started it. Okay, starting point either something that created it and organized it, or it organized itself, and it's illogical, irrational, impossible to tell me singular cell or something, an atom that creates beautiful creation. Wallahi, this is justification.
It doesn't create it, it turns into it very, very, very slowly.
Okay, what is that? That it turns, so that thing it turns to you. And I know before it turns to you, it turns to something else. 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 Yeah. So that thing, does it have a quality to turn something else?
Sorry?
What quality has? Is it? You know what you're doing?
Well,
you are negating.
So that's how natural selection works. So natural selection, so you get genetic mutations. People get genetic mutations.
No, before we go to that, brother, let's go to starting point. Starting point. You know what you're doing? You turn away from God, and you are ascribing God to the atom. That's what God is. You believe everything starts from one thing. You know what is it? The singular atom. So let's see who is more rational. I believe everything starts from a creator who is almighty, powerful, has a knowledge, has a will. You believe in something, everything starts from something singular, doesn't have none of that.
It didn't start from one atom.
It's only singular.
No. It's a single cell organism. That's
single
the first
cell
life form.
Okay,
that's not the first thing. The first thing, we don't know, but I think.
So you tell me start from.
I don't understand how. Okay, I know you think you're right. I think I'm right?
No, you know you're wrong. I tell you.
Okay.
I know.
But
Deep down.
Just humour me for the sake of my argument. Yeah. If you were wrong, you would never know that you were wrong because you're not considering any other possibilities. You're not trying to find out more. You say, I already know the answers. How are you going to find out? If you say, I already know the answers and you're wrong, how are you going to find out that you're wrong? You'll never find out.
No, because what? If I establish something is the truth, whoever go and guesses is a falsehood. I don't have to start looking for other.
So if it's the truth, how can so many people disagree with you? If it's so clearly the truth, if it's so rationally the truth, how can so many people on this planet say it's not the truth?
That's not a rational way because so many people believe this universe is an illusion. Do you know about sophistry?
Sorry?
Do you know about sophistry? Sophistry is a group of philosophers. They believe whatever you is illusion. It's not real. It's just illusion. Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think it's illusion?
I don't think that's true, but at the same time, having said that, I wouldn't completely discredit it.
So there's possibility is illusion.
Yeah.
So possibility you and I were not talking, it's illusion.
Possibility.
So it's wasting time then. Yeah. That's why deep down I'll tell you something. What we say to you, look, I'm gonna use, because many brothers, what they do here, they don't use the Quranic way. We have to use the Quranic way. I'll tell you, deep down you know the truth. You know there's a creator of his creation, and you're gonna die. And when you die, you're gonna stand before your creator. And it's a matter of not a joke. It's a matter of hell and paradise. That's what the Prophet and Messenger did. They utilize intellectual arguments. If the person is not accepting, they use a psychological argument. I'm telling you, there's no way you telling me everything starts from something singular cell, but you try to it seems like more rational start from a singular cell than a creator who creates creation. Come on, man. Deep down it's not. Wallahi, that's why I always mention there's two factors people don't accept Islam. Either it's a psychological factor or social factor. Psychological factor that if you accept God, you have to follow God's teaching. Yeah, I know that you're gonna stop doing what you desire to do. Yeah. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna look for any silly argument to reject him. Like I'm telling you, that is a silly argument to believe this well-designed creation, the stars, the moon, the sun, everything, this perfect creation, everything is connected, coming from a singular. Started it? That is madness.
I'll look into it.
How are you doing? You right?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good, not too bad. How are you? You right?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I've got to go to court on the 21st.
What do you need, some money?
I've got to defend myself, yeah? I heard you're a really nice guy. I've also seen your tape.
Okay.
You tend to dominate the conversation a lot. I kind of need some experience of that to prepare me to go to court, so if you care to do a bit of that,
I don't know if that's praise or
it's a combination, it's friendly praise.
No.
I've been having very civilized, reasonable conversations.
No, the reason, look, the reason I attend to people sometimes when I notice a person is not listening, and because I'm not here to, sometimes what I do, I can utilize the person to reach the people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So you mean you want to be reasonable? I need someone who's going to be rough. Okay, look. The cosmological argument.
I don't understand.
I don't know what do you mean by cosmological
Your
argument.
idea that there must be a creator, yeah?
It's not my idea, that's the reality.
Do not play with words. The idea that there must be.
No, I don't accept the idea. The reality there is God. That's what I say.